Evening everyone, welcome to the THR Touring Car League Group A, round 4 at Oulton Park Island Circuit. Just waiting for the guys to start their qualifying session for the THR Juniors. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat group tonight. I'm on my own, and I will be trying to bring you all the action from today's events. Who've managed to get out the pit lane first? Looks like Iceman is first out on track. We'll let everyone get into the rhythm before we start commenting on lap times and things where people are going. Just a rundown of the table so far for the THR Juniors. We have D Biggs currently in first position, 87 points. Iceman 73 points. Little H 63 points. That's for a run wide there from Iceman. So we have Iceman now coming round to start. He will finish his first line lap, first times on the board. We'll see where he gets, or if it's a good lap time. See Iceman over the line. So Iceman sets the bar of Iceman not set a lap, he must have run wide and got a lap discounted for Little H, 1:31.7. Quickly overtaken by Matthew, 1:31.57. Kiggs goes third. Jack fourth. Fatty Apex in fifth. Gary sixth. Gary on his own tonight, teammates not with us this evening, so a lone runner for the THR Racing team. Fatty on board together. They've had a rivalry during the week. Will they finally be able to settle the score this evening? Dean Wasaki on the Facebook, on the YouTube channel, supporting Matt, bring it home, he says. Fatty Apex looks like he's got the flow down there. So Little Leech goes up over at the top, followed by Iceman. 600th to the second off. Matt doesn't improve. Keegs jumped his team. Keegs jumped up to 4th. Go through his teammate by the looks of it. So Ariel in the chat, go on boys, Smithy, come on team Little Leech and NJ. Smithy again up the Don. I think that's last night. Don raced with myself in Group B on a Wednesday night. And Smithy, come on Little Leech. Just under 4 minutes of the session left to see how we do. Monkey Boy and D-Big still to set a lap time. Iceman looks like he's extended his league out front, opened the gap to 3/10. Mazda stepping in for Ben Phelan with Matt Himovich, currently running 3rd. Oh, now got to 4th because we've gone up 1 position. So coming on to the last 2 minutes of the session, currently still Iceman up front, Little Leech 2nd, Keegs 3rd, Mazda in 4th, D-Biggs in 5th, Matt Himovich in 6th, Gary 131 in 7th, Jack in 8th, Phil in 9th, NJ in 10th, Fatty Apex in 11th, and Monkey Boy tailing off field in 12th. Just to answer a question, Michael Matthews, I am still racing with you on Wednesday nights. I was helping out with the commentary last week, and I'm currently doing commentary this week on my own, until I can get some help from one of the other B guys. If anyone wants to jump on, feel free to drop me a message to help me out. a lot of love for Gary in the stream. James Brazier, come on Gary. Gary still on DS4 tonight. Good start, Gary. Gary was racing on the pad at one point in the week in practice. Some of you may know he's hurt himself playing golf. But I believe he's on the wheel tonight using right foot braking or right foot for everything. Good cars here together. So this will be the final lap through one. Just what I'll do, I'll wait till the end of the session before I run down the finishing position for qualifying. Can anyone beat Iceman's time of 1:30.561? So no one currently seen that Henrich over the line. Currently got the draft from the car in front to see if he can beat the time. Does he improve? No, stays where he is. That's qualifying session over. Pole position goes to Iceman. So run through the favourite Iceman in first, D Biggs, Little Leach, Keegs, Mazda, Matt Hemovich, Monkey Boy, Gary, Jack, Phil, 87, NJ and Fatty Epic for tailing off the field. Lights out. Away we go. Who gets the better run? The Little Leach there seems to get a good run at the start. Will he get alongside D Biggs in the run to turn 1? D Biggs have the inside. All clean through the first corner. Bit of door rubbing there. Someone off in the background. I believe that's Monkey Boy. Coming together with someone there at the back. A couple of people off, Phil's off as well. Jack's getting going as well, so a collision there between the three of them. Monkey Boy's already, Iceman even opened up a 1 second lead already, coming into the Hislop chicane. With a big Jaguar car behind. All this fighting for letting Iceman get away at the front. Last late breakers out, all 3 abreast going into the last cunt, and Keegan's been done there. 1 round the outside, 1 round the inside. Can anyone catch Iceman up front? Oh, Keegan's back up the inside of Gary into turn 1. NJ, currently only person in the field with a penalty. So far, can anyone catch Iceman? He's slowly building that gap to the back behind. D-Big looks like he's got to escape from the jaws of Keith and Mazda behind. Gary dropping to 5th. The Apex so far up 4 positions into 8th. That NJ running on there turn 1, that will be definitely a flow down running onto the grass on the exit of turn 1.
German.
Achtung und Karussell meldet Platzregen, starker Regen am Karussell. There's heavy rain at the carousel. It's raining hard.
German. Hello. Good lap time there from Gary, 1:33. Iceman second. Milne's third, City fourth.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You can hear me now, it's better. I can't even feel from the stream, so that's why I've done a few of the just changed a few of the settings. Now you can hear me. Hopefully you could still hear me in the junior race earlier on.
Who should have a lap with you, Kieran?
We'll have a look with who's leading the championship so far. Let's have a look at the table so far before going into this evening. We've got Gary, if you want to go on board with Gary. Gary currently the championship leader on 90 points. Matt Himovic second on 81, and D Biggs currently third on 67 points. So it's all still to fight for between Gary and Matt Himovic this evening. Where does that put Gary? That puts Gary second, half a second, no, closes that to 300th of a second.
For the people who's watching, please put your predictions down. Who's going to win the race and who's going to qualify first?
Looking at the history so far in the championship,
We've got a spinner.
we've got a spinner in the background. Looks to be Matt Himovic and Gary with the fastest position or pole lap last week at Brands Hatch Indy circuit. Oh no, sorry, not Brands Hatch, Filson rather.
Yeah. Iceman's done pole at the minute.
Yeah, can he hold it for the last, coming up to the last 4 minutes of the session? Gary, very sideways through the chicane there. Dean, in your experience driving these cars, how do you find them? Do you find them loose on the rear, or do you manage to handle them quite well?
I think I handle them quite well in all fairness. I like to get that back end out, keep that back end out a bit, then just get back down on power.
Yeah, I know you're a similar position to myself on the pad. I know there's a few others out there on the pad as well. Call out to the Fatty Apex Pad Master, if we know him in the week.
Yeah, definitely.
Myself, I sometimes, depending on the circuit, do find these hard to drive, but again, it's a circuit-to-circuit basis. I think my first time in the rookies on this track, I was woeful, but managed, obviously, as results showed last night, to put the practice in and manage to keep on top of everything.
I think what's helped me as well, I've been doing the career mode with the rookies.
Yeah, I don't really venture onto the single player mode all that often, I must admit. Since starting this league with everyone, I've done more online races than anything else.
I'll give it a try though, because you do get used to cars a bit more.
Like I say, the more you drive the cars, the more experience you'll have in them, and hopefully that will mean the faster you'll get.
Well, it's just seen last night with some of my lap times.
Yeah, you were up there in qualifying every race, I believe, from what I remember. You beat me, I think.
Career mode as well.
I think you beat me most in qualifying. Or is that off in the background? I believe that could be. Do you want to have a look at that off behind Gary? Someone off in the background there.
Which one we now, shall we?
Just have a look through the stream, see if we can get on board with anyone in a group to see if that's going to help. Because ultimately, being in a group in this car will improve your lap time. So, Matt Himovic there, currently in the greatest position behind green car, or I believe that could be Fatty Apex or his teammate. Matt very sideways on corner entry there. Cuts back to a late Apex. Just under 2 minutes left of the session.
Touch grass there. Has he improved?
No, he hasn't. He stays 6/10 behind Iceman. So that, with the exception for the top 9, all covered under 2 seconds, covered the top 9.
Really good lap times.
Putting us B guys to shame on lap times here.
Definitely.
But let's see what happens in the race. Me personally, I went quicker in the race than I did in qualifying most of the night in any class, so it shows that when you're sometimes behind someone, it can make you go quicker.
Yeah, just to get in that slipstream. Like Matt is now with behind either Sutty or his teammate.
If you go on board, see if you can find, I believe that's either Sutty or...
Yeah, it's not Sutty.
No. I believe it could be D Biggs, I believe Sutty's teammate. I'll have to double check the tables.
Yeah, it's not D Biggs. Okay.
So I've currently got the live the championship table in front of me. I will try and keep everyone
It's
updated
Jack.
where I can with the current standings. Yeah, Jack H70 and Fatty Apex running team soft. What would you do if you were Jack in this position and got Matt Himovich behind you or qualifying finish? What would you have done in that scenario? Would you have pulled over and let Matt Himovich through, or would you just kept going even though you know he's getting a toe off you?
I think I'll pull over to the side and let him go, but if you're up on your tyre, then I'd say no, put your head down.
So qualifying over, Gary nicked Steele's pole position on the last possible lap.
But Matt's spun there.
Matt spun and gone back to pit lane. So, as it stands, Gary, who looks to be on another flying lap, Iceman, currently in second, 2 and a 3/4 tenths off Gary's time. Iceman just dropped into the pit, so...
Little reaches to that.
So can anyone challenge Gary at the front? What about Mazda? Is Mazda on a flyer?
No, he's pitted.
Oh, Mazda's just pitted. Commentary curse. Can Little Leach break Gary's time? So Jamie Bravey, Big Boy Bravey on the chat. Sometimes you go fast in the face when you have the bit between your teeth and are pushing like mad. Exactly, like I said a moment ago, I tended to go quicker in the race. I got a faster that time in the race than I did in qualifying, just because I had that item or that object in the distance to chase down.
Here comes Little Leach. Does he improve?
Little Leach goes second.
Second.
So, by the looks of it, Gary takes pole position. So I run down, you've got Gary, Little Leach, Iceman, Matt Himovich in 4th, Mazda, D-Biggs, Jack, Phil in 8th, Fatty Apex 9th, Keith 10th, Monkey 4 11th, and NJ in 12th.
Let's see this first ball and see if it stays nice and clean.
Oh, Gary, bad start there. From who back in the background? That must be a jump start from, I want to say, Phil. Is that a lag issue? Is that a jump start? We can't see at the moment. We'll have to see if Phil jumped into pit lane under the lap. That did look a jump start on the stream.
Just trying to do these cameras.
Yeah. Oh, cones flying in the background. 2 by 2 they look to go in colours. Quite a few instances here in Group B. Gary up the inside down. A few instances at the hairpin last night, some of them including myself, on lap 1.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes you get caught out, especially in these no brake lights. Cars in front, you don't know when exactly they brake and inevitably go into the back of someone. So far, Iceman up to 3rd, getting past Matt Himovich in 4th.
At the minute, stuff on the bottom.
If you go L1 and R1, or contact there between Gary and Little Leach. 4th with Little Leach onto the grass. You having trouble, Dean?
I found it, so
right,
Matt's up to 2nd.
Matt's up to 2nd due to the contact with Little Leach and Gary. So this is what we wanted to see, Matt Himovich and Gary going head to head. can get Matt
That's
Himlich to
put the
catch up.
pressure on as well, right? That's three-way battle there for the top three.
Yeah, Iceman currently 10th in the standings on 38 points. With a no-show last week, that would have hurt his championship challenge. Iceman out the inside of Matt Himlich there. Goes deep, that could potentially be a slowdown running onto the inside curve. We'll see if he gets a slowdown or whether Matt Loudon wants to get back past.
Very sideways. Ooh, contact there.
Oh, contact there in the background. Cars coming together through the Hifflock chicane.
Meeting Keegs, I think that way.
We'll scroll back through and see if we can get camera angle on the. So get
Monkey
Boy
Boys
off.
off.
And cars go past. Oh, another car upside down. His teammate looks to be involved in an accident there with
D-Biggs or Keegs. He's got no car left.
Just reminders to guys that may not know, the reset button is now banned on the league unless you are upside down. So that is why Keegs is taking a long way round to get back on the circuit. What we found is during the earlier rounds, like at Donington and Brandvind in the circuit, people were using the reset button to put in their car in an awkward position if the car's coming behind. Sort of decided as a group to not use the reset button unless absolutely necessary.
Just trying to look through comments as well.
So Fatty Apex currently running in 4th. Good start for him. Bear in mind he qualified lowly down the grid. Phil's now dropped to 7th. Doesn't look like he's got that drive through in the end, unless he's not taken it yet. Unless he's holding out for a gap later on in the race, maybe. Oh, someone just cut the chicane there. Green car in the background.
Still.
You don't know where to look. The field so sprung out. At least a second between every car. I think the closest we've got is Fatty Apex and Iceman in 4th and 5th respectively. Everyone else has got a big gap between them. So Fatty Apex goes up to 4th in front of Iceman. Did Iceman make a mistake, or was that a fend it move, as Fatty likes to call him, into one of the corners?
Disfigured from that because his teammate
Gary's getting away from. Gary's currently got a 3.75 second lead from Gary, just past the halfway mark. So Gary off here in the distance. I don't know if Matt had a moment. Let Gary get away.
Sorry.
So Gary extended the lead at the front and would extend his championship lead into the next round.
Nice and smooth there on that chicane.
Fourthly, Gary's already extended the lead from last week because he's got the point for the pole position. Will he get the position for the fastest lap as well? We don't know yet. Oh. So Mazda currently in 3rd. So Mazda doing a good replacement for Ben.
This is a very interesting Iceman.
Obviously, Dean, you've got Mazda as a teammate in Group B. Did you enjoy your teammate's company, getting 6 out of 6 pole positions last night and 5 fastest laps?
Definitely.
It's going to help Team Wacky Seki climb the grid very well, I'd imagine, with all these bonus points for the fastest laps and pole positions.
Oh, definitely. Plus, he kept giving loads of confidence as well. He kept telling us to get their head down.
Yeah. I know you run your own little lobby, don't you, between you and your teammate to communicate with yourself.
looks like Iceman's done.
Iceman's past Fatty for didn't quite catch that move on camera. Looked to be clean because Fatty's not too far behind.
That's what Mazda as well.
He's caught up the back of Mazda as well, yeah, correct. So we'll see if Mazda puts Matt under any pressure. Bearing in mind their teammates at Oulton. Will Matt let him pass knowing Mazda's slightly quicker, or will Matt fight it?
It's the straight door on him there. The defender now is from Mazda.
That's not what you want to do in these cars. Like myself and Alfie had to come together on the back straight on after the hairpin last night. Wheels interlocking, once you interlock, it's very hard to get apart again. And what you don't want to do is take your teammate off, especially when you're running second and third in the race.
Yeah, I think that's the advantage right in your own headset party. Just keep talking to each other.
Yeah, I was in the group with a few of the lads last night. Iceman ran outside there. Contact
tire
there.
rubbing there.
That's what I mean, the interlocking wheels, and you either have to come to a stop or get yourself apart, because that's let Little Leech come past as well by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And let Fatty Apex get away. So that was Mazda and Iceman come together.
Wonder if Sutter's got enough time to catch up with at all.
Just under 2 minutes left to go. Gary run away with this one so far. Matt Hinrich in second. Fatty Apex climbing from lowly down the grid to third. Little Leech taking advantage of the interlocking wheels there from Iceman and Mazda. Can they both get back past again? Phil currently running 7th. Not sure if he's got a drive-through or a penalty of some form, because he did look like he jumped at the start of the race. Jack in 8th, D-Big in 9th, Monkey Boy 10th, NJ and Keith bring up the rear. But that could...
We'll go with Little Leech in there, because that's quite close. And also Jack and Phil's closest as well.
It looks like the field's starting to come back together again into the last minute of the race. So who's going to come out on top? Answer in the chat if you can.
Ooh, Little Leech has gone off.
Little Leech gone off. Will that let Mazda back through? Well, Little Leech have dropped to 7th. Jack's past him. Will Phil get past him as well? Who's going to get run to the line? A lot of damage so far in this race tonight for most of the cars. Us Group B lads putting these Group A loads to shame, the amount of damage they've got. Obviously I can't speak, there was a lot of damage not involving the race itself, but in this race I did lose the engine cover of my car.
I did quite well there. I don't think I had any damage to me rookie car.
So we've got 38 picking. I'm just trying to do the points results as we're racing to just give you the rundown.
Sutton will be very happy with this result. If he comes third, he'll be very happy.
You'll be ecstatic with the third place.
There.
Oh, is that Fatty in the background? Is that Fatty on the note?
No.
That was I believe that could be Fatty's teammate there with the spin at the Hislop chicane.
That'll be one for Stewards probably.
Yeah. Like I said to the group last night, anyone, if goes for Group A and Group A, any incidents you have for the race evening, do send them into the admin.
Gary's our winner.
Yeah, Gary across the line, 8 laps completed. Matt Hinrich, you get Matt Hinrich over the line if you can. Try and get Mavell come over the line.
Yeah.
And Matt Hinrich come through second. Believe Fatty comes.
Very slow.
Yeah, on the cool down lap. So Fatty looks like he's taken third. Iceman 4th, Mazda 5th, D-Biggs in 6th, Jack 7th, Phil in 8th, Little Leech in 9th, Monkey Boy in 10th with a penalty with the notification of a red number 10, NJ in 11th, Keegs tallying up the road in 12th.
Getting Gary in for an interview.
Yeah. Do you want to do that while I try and do the points for the evening so far?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
We're going to get Gary in for the interview to give his thoughts on that race. Lights to flag victory there.
Oh, I can't.
Oh,
I can't invite people.
okay. 1 second. Bring Gary into the chat. Just sent Gary in right now to see if he comes in. Evening, Gary. How did you find that one? You seem to get away at the front. So, are you on the wheel tonight? Are you on the pad? We know you had some issues in the week. Trying both options. I thought I'd ask you just in case there was any doubt, because only reason I said that is because you tried blagging it on Monday night, I believe it was, or Tuesday night, but we found out. Then we found out later in the night you were on the wheel after all. So extend your lead in the championship over Matt. Oh, Gary got to your settings.
Start again.
Start again. Sorry about everyone. That's my fault. I need to do from the lobby. I've been told on the chat. According to mine, Gary's not muted, so I don't know if that's affecting Gary's end. Oh. That's better. Oh, Michael Matthews just commented in the stream. We can hear you now. So just recap what we said, Gary. How did you find that one? You managed to get a clean start and get away at the front.
I mean, I managed to stretch away from Matt, to be fair, so...
Did you feel what happened to Matt? Did Matt have a moment and go off, or did you not see?
I didn't say anything. I just got my head down and tried to get away as far as I could, to be fair.
Okay. So we'll let you get back. Try and get this into the Clio now. If you can just ready up.
Well done, Gary, mate.
Lovely. Cheers, boys.
Thanks very much. If we do speak to Gary again, Wacky Facky, we need to ask him about the cricket. Matt, even asked him about the cricket. Who won the cricket? I think that might be.
I think he can only play card games. Let's play cricket games.
I can't play cricket on PlayStation. I might play it in person, but I couldn't play it on a PlayStation. It defeats the object. So just moving on to the Tin Top Racing UK Clio Cup.
Put your comments on who you think's going to qualify first, or who you're supporting.
Again, looking at the championship savings after round 3 at Oulton. Gary 131 in lead, tied on point for Matt Himovic. Little each in third. So all to play for with Gary and Matt to take the lead for the next round.
Definitely. These are horrible to drive around here.
Yeah, the tyres tend to take a while to warm up in these. They can be very, very slippery on that one.
first car out.
We don't appear to have Tin Top UK here tonight. I've not seen them on the chat group yet. I don't know about you, Dean.
No.
It's a shame. They normally follow, unless they only follow us Tin Top Tour's team in Group B. That may be why, I don't know. But we'll see who can take the lead on this one.
Ooh.
Someone there going off into the doing a me from last night.
You've got to be really gentle on power in these.
You need to brake in a
cold
straight line.
tyres. You're just gonna go sideways.
If you brake with any steering angle, that rear will come round on you. The big round in the background. So who's going to be your favourite in this one, Dean? Are you going for Matt or are you going to go for Gary?
Because we've been practicing all week, I'm going to say, Matt's going to hate me, I'm going to say Gary.
Yeah. I will tend to agree with you, but it depends on who qualifies where.
Yeah,
Matt
definitely.
Hinrich can get out front, I think he could hold Gary behind, but as you know, these cars are very prone to collisions.
I know what Matt will be thinking, head down, nice and smooth. Very sideways there. A bit like me last night.
Yeah, looking at I watched the stream back today from the Group B races last night, and I tend to have a later brake marker than most people last night. Coming into the hairpin.
Too early, I think.
Do you know where your braking marker was, or was it in line with the board, or was it just before, or miles before? Where were you looking at braking for the hairpin?
It were all different ways. All different positions.
Okay, using me as an example, were you on the board or were you?
I think I after the board.
After the board.
Really late.
In Neve, I tended to make it a double apex, so make it more of a V rather than a U. So like, point and shoot out the corner to get a good run.
Right, we're gonna have our first
fine lap inside apex. D big rather.
D bigs, yep.
Just for those football fans in the channel, Man City are currently beating Liverpool by 3-0. I know Liverpool wrapped up the title anyway, but it's always good to see Liverpool lose.
Definitely. So Iceman, as it stands, is pole. I've ain't done a lap time yet.
The Iceman currently looking for his second pole position of the evening. In fact, the Apex is 2/10 behind, and Gary a further 2.5 tenths further back. So what you want to do in these is trying to avoid the curbs, otherwise it will send you into a spin. Especially at chicane and coming up to this corner here, you want to avoid the inside curb, otherwise it will just push you onto the white stuff on the outside of the circuit.
On a lap.
So Matt Hinrich not yet set a lap time. Very sideways coming out the corner there.
Iceman's just beat his lap time. He's done a 1:31.738.
Yeah, opens the gap up. Gary's gone into second, leaving Fatty dropping down the order to fourth. Getting that Henrich over line, see where he gets. That takes it lap time 2. Still no. Oh, Matt, where did he end up? He ended up in 7th, so 1.5 seconds off Iceman's time.
This is had a slowdown or anything like that.
Mazda and Matt currently down the tail end of the field.
Is
Fatty Apex looked like he was looking for a move there. Nowhere near.
trying to send it again, City.
Yeah, the Fatty Send It, we're going to call it from now on. Can Fatty improve his position? He's slowly dropping down the order. Now down to 5th. D-Biggs to 2nd. With just over 3 minutes to go to the session.
Another 2 laps in, I think.
Easily get 2 laps in. Maybe 3 if you get manage to keep it on the island.
City's going straight into pits. Curse it, commentator.
We just did catch Fatty running slightly wide on the exit of the last corner. That could be why he's dropped in, knowing he's not got time to get round to get another lap.
Up to 4th, so he's improved.
Matt up to 4th, yeah, dropping Fatty down to 7th. So Fatty, who was running 2nd, is now down to 7th. And he's probably going to be lower than that because he's not going to get back out to set another time. If he does, there won't be any heat in the tyres as much as he would if he stayed out.
We touched curb there, Keegs.
Oh,
spin it.
Spinner in the background, that's what happens if you take too much curb.
His Keegs improve on his time.
He's touched the grass on entry to the last corner, that's going to discount his lap.
So that way he might as well track. If he improves.
Fatty Apex back out on track, so will he get round to be able to do another lap? Did Fatty go from a loose setting to a stable setting or vice versa? We'll have to find out. That will be a discounted lap by Matt Himbrich running wide there. Will he get round to do another one? No, he's dropped into pits. So Matt's going to get no higher than 4th.
If Gary can nick pole.
Move that wide in the background. I believe that is... I'm going to say a Mazda, but I don't think it is.
Off there, background.
So no, Gary's run 2 wheels on the grass on exit of the second to last corner.
Well kept though.
Well held, but it's not going to improve your lap time. Well done for staying out of the way there, the flow car there. Does Gary improve? Currently in 3rd, where will we go? Stays in 3rd.
Stays in 3rd, yeah. He's going to lap in.
He's going to have time for one more lap with just under 10 seconds left in the session. Oh, falling off in the background. So if we get on board with D-Big, see where he is in the circuit. He's just behind Gary, so he's finished his session, so he's going to get no higher than 2nd. Go back to Gary. Will Gary snatch pole position for the Clio Tin Top Clio Red Cup? That's when I
Bit of a
get
tongue
the words
twister,
right.
that one, isn't
It
it?
is a bit of a tongue twister. Nearly submitting top tour of team then instead of the Clio Cup. So Iceman currently in pit lane as well, so he's not going to be able to improve any lap time. Can Gary overhaul him to take his second pole position in the evening?
Very good lap times again.
Very good lap times. I can't remember the pole time from last night, but I'd imagine it's mid to lower table in this evening. Oh, Gary on two wheels. Oh, that's going to discount his lap time.
Bear's not very happy with that.
I didn't see if he was up or down, but imagine being up on your time and then doing that.
D-Beast does not improve. Is NJ and Keeg still out? We'll stop
will
him.
be.
I think.
So that's it for Iceman. Takes pole position for your tin top Clio Cup. That's it for Iceman. Takes pole position for your tin
The S-Class veterans aren't doing so well tonight.
No, they give it the big I am in the weekday training sessions, but they so far haven't been able to beat the likes of Gary and Iceman.
That's that, and here we go, race.
Is that another jump start from Phil in the background? Oh, accident there with Gary.
Gary.
Someone's been Gary.
Seconds. Someone's been Gary sacked. Gary sacked.
So everyone else gets through the first couple of corners cleanly. Matt Hemovich taking advantage of Gary's mistake, currently running in second.
Keegan's running in third, NJ. Oh, NJ's Sutter's in third. That's dropped down to sixth for some reason.
And Matt looks like he's had an incident coming into the chicane. Maybe he's run on. Who knows? We're going to drop back into the pack and see what we can find out. Is there damage on Matt Hemovich's car? No, it looks like he's just run on. Doesn't look to be any damage there.
I think his front bumper looks wobbly.
No, that's in fact where you don't want to be in these cars in a pack. Because any wrong move, you could be involved in a big incident like we found with Gary on turn 1.
Let's see. Go to City.
In fact, yeah, currently running in second. I think he could have had a reason behind. Matt Hemovich off. Maybe. We'll see later in the race. Maybe we haven't get into when you speak to one or the other. To see if we can find out the incident with Matt Hemovich there. Whether he run on or whether there was a Sati fender, as we say.
Gary's running last at the minute.
Gary is running at the back of the field, whether he took a while to get going again. Doesn't appear to be catching up either, currently 12 seconds off the lead.
A little bit of contact there.
That's
2, 3, 4.
Jack falling down the field. Jack trying one of his teammates' special fend-it moves.
Definitely. He's making their such as not. This is with the contact back at field.
Yeah, you've had again qualified mid to lower pack, found himself back up into the high positions with a bit of a gap behind as well to NJ in third and Matt Hemovich in fourth.
with MJ and Matt. So it's like a battle in there.
Phil looks to be starting to spread out a bit. There's another fight down below. The green car with Jack. I look at Jack and Monkey Boy coming side by side over the start and finish line.
Quick start a bit. Masters up to 6. Just don't want to be in this pack here.
No, you don't want to be in a pack in these. Especially when the field is this close together. Looking at the table, there's 3 seconds covering 3/4 of the pack. A long line of cars.
Leads from that was. That's just trying to get out inside there. They got the run.
Does Little Leach have a run on Matt? Matt does have the inside line for Druids.
Nice clean racing there.
Left each other with plenty of room there. Matt, oh, I've only in the background with. Does that Corbin out? That Matt Himrich gone wide. Matt's had a spin off on the exit of the corner. So 2 instances in one corner in 2 separate instances there. No one wants to catch up with Iceman at the front, currently 4.5 seconds out front.
It's like MJ's catching up with City. Barry's up to 9th, so he's made a few kills up to 8th. He's made a couple of positions forward. Not the field without it. Don't forget a podium, or might be a bit too late for Gary.
I think if Gary can stay out of trouble, he could still have a chance, because if Keith's in 5th to Gary, he's only 2 and a bit seconds, so still have a chance of getting top 5.
With MJ and Little Leach, 2 teammates together.
Hi everyone.
We'll go for their team, for the constructors' points.
Yeah. That's what you want to do, be consistent as a team in this. What you don't want to do is take out your teammate as well, so...
No.
So let's have a like in the comments. James Brazier, Gary Check, so currently sitting in 8th position. Have a look at the inside of his teammate.
3 seconds. Gained 3 seconds here, City has.
So 30. Still gap fits around 5 seconds between him and the leader Iceman. Be the first double winner of this evening.
Gareth catching up with Mazda as well, nearly a second.
So Gary's now on the back of Mazda. Will get Mazda hold up Gary, knowing his Matt's teammate, do Matt a favour into the standings.
Stars downwards. took the bit of curb there. He's wide.
Half minute and a half for the race. Gary
He's
Checky's
just-
still in 8th. Does he make a provision up there past
P7.
Keith? This is not what you want coming in these cars, running side by side into the chicane like this. Will Gary
No.
fend it up inside of Mazda? No, decides to stay behind.
Lovely clean driving, nice from them three.
The problem with Matt and Gary being down the field, this brings someone else into the play for the championship title race
Not
in
inside.
Duos. Gary looking around the outside of Mazda into turn 1.
I'm on him here.
Goes for the switch on out, not quite. Can Mazda hold Gary off for the last lap of the race? Because that is now time up, for this will be the last race, last lap of the race rather.
Ooh, fire up
Gary's
in there.
gone. Iceman, no, not Iceman, sorry. Mazda fending it up inside of Gary there into the hairpin. Will this mean that Keegs gets both of them at the end of the race because they're just fighting and taking each other off? Is that Matt Himrich flow in the background there? Matt Himrich wants to get involved in this fight with Gary.
Gary nearly spun there, well held though.
Well held, Gary now sees his championship rival in the distance. Matt must have had a flow down there, doesn't know what, unless he got a bad exit out of the hairpin.
I think
Gary
Gary's
inside
going on the
Mazda.
inside.
He's sent it up the end for Mazda, but he's on the grass. So, oh, and
Ooh,
contact there. Contact on exit. Another one maybe to the steward's box. So Iceman takes the win for Fatty from second place. Little Leach in third. NJ finished fourth. Matt Himrich in fifth. Keeg sixth. Mazda seventh. But Gary jumps Mazda into seventh. So Gary seventh, Mazda eighth after penalties. D Biggs in ninth. Phil in 10th. Jack in 11th with a penalty, and Monkey Boy off the back of the field in 12th.
Who should we go in for an interview?
Should we get Fatty in for an interview?
Yeah, get such in, yeah.
The invite have just gone out for Fatty for the interview after the race. See how you found that one. Sitting in second place for the majority. Evening Fatty, how did you find that one? We did say that. We did see you qualify in mid pack, and then obviously after the incident with Gary on turn 1, you sort of found yourself in the right position. Is it Gary's bad leg, do you reckon? You don't fancy going on the wheel anytime soon then? Well, we'll see. We've got a few dropouts in Group B for the start of the season, so there may be room. Maybe. For what your plans going forward, are you looking to qualify mid-pack to fight through, or are you going to try and get up the front with everyone else, with Gary and Matt and Cove? The field is tight. Yeah. It's a lot harder. Yeah, you managed to... Oh, live stream. Hang on, we double check the settings. You're coming through on my side. I don't know if it's the stream. Can you just check your settings, Fatty, make sure you are coming through? Or with allow for... Can you just check your settings, Fatty, make sure you are coming through? Or with allow for... Oh, I need to be on the game, that's why. That'd be why. Apologies. So just recap what we discussed a moment ago. So how did you find that one?
I found it good, like I said. I had to pinch myself when I ended up in second, but then towards the back end of the race, it was quite a quiet race until the back end, and Craig was just gaining and gaining and gaining. But luckily, he ran out of time, so I could keep the position.
Behind, so we see like for Gary taking off in turn 1, Matt Himvich flowed towards the end of the race, and a few other incidents in between. Did you see any incidents or aware of any incidents behind you?
I didn't really see anything behind me other than what happened towards the start of the race, which got me through. Other than that, I didn't really see anything.
I think that was that, didn't it? Really swiftly.
Aye.
You're where you need to be at the front.
Good. That's where you want to be. Just unfortunately, I can't seem to qualify high enough to be there at the start.
Well, we'll let you go. Concentrate on the next race for the GT4s.
Alright, well, cheers, lads.
Have a good rest of your night, mate.
Right.
Doing it for the pad.
Do it for the
Bye,
pad.
lads. Bye. Bye.
Right. Yeah, I think you did really well on pack with that one, really.
Apologies, Matt. I didn't have my phone on the stream to see the comments. But I'll know now for the next few races. Again, apologies, my first night running the league tonight, so there may be some teething issues. Or running the stream, should I say. Just waiting for Fatty to ready up, so we know he's ready.
Got the YouTube channel on the phone, so I can read the comments. Big apologies.
I've just turned my TV down as well, apparently you can hear it in the background. So going to the GT4 Ginetta Cup. I know Matt and Richard and commentary. Dean, you're a fan of these in Group B. How have you found it so far in the season? I know you're getting better week by week, but how have you found them so far this season?
I find it really good, really. I love this car. I reckon the next season needs to keep this car.
Like myself, I've won 2 out of 4 races so far. The last night has gone to a stew of inquiry, so we'll see on the outcome of that. But last season I was nowhere in these, so it's good to show the progress that people can make. Like Dean said, if you put the effort and work in, you can improve and get up the front end.
Last season, nowhere.
I was getting lapped once, if not twice, regularly in each round last season, so it shows the difference. I know I've dropped a league to go back into Group B from the A class, which is this class, but it just shows you that the league isn't 3-4 seconds slower compared to the Group A guys.
No, it's definitely, even like last season, it's even more competitive than last season.
The problem you'll find in Group A and sometimes in Group B, if you make one mistake, like we found in Gary in the Clio Cup race a moment ago, you make one mistake in the race, you struggle to get through the pack where it's so close and so compact.
Yeah. Especially this track, because it's so tight, it's hard to mistake.
Tight, twisty, and very bumpy as well in places.
Yeah. beat Silverstone and
Is it the
one of the
Classic
new
next
tracks.
week? I just need to check my calendar to make sure it
Yeah,
is.
it's a classic.
The Classic, Silverstone
Can't
Classic
wait
for us. Us Group B guys do have experience of running in the Classic from the end of season race last season.
I did really well in that, if you remember.
The Group A guy have done Knock Hill, us Group B guy have done the Silverstone Classic, which is where we're at next week.
Did we do that in the rain?
We did, in the rain, yes.
Yeah, I think I got a second.
I can't remember where I come now. I know I had a good steady race in these. The Porsche race, the rain come down one lap too early for me, so I lost it all on the last lap went from the podium in third to probably at the back, so I spun off every other corner in the wet conditions. But the Silverstone Classic track does remind me, I don't know about you, Matt Wakisaki, that it reminds me of a Thruxton type circuit with a chicane at the end.
Yeah.
And quite open and quite fast.
Yeah, you don't have to slow down too much.
No.
Like we've just gone on here, you have to really slow down for it.
It may be a call for great race in the rookies, because obviously rookies do like the toe, do like the slipstream, so...
Yeah.
Oh, Monkey Boy round.
Go on board with...
Clever goal on the Apex, he likes Dave as well, doesn't he?
Yeah,
that nearly cursed the commentator there, nearly spun it on exit at the last corner. I must admit, I'm gonna admit for me, I did try and do the soft tyre tactic last night in there. Dropped into the pits on lap 1 to put the soft tyre on. Bear in mind it was a 10-minute qualifying session. Unfortunately it did backfire, I didn't manage to get up the front, but it was a risk. It was a risk and it didn't pay off. Would you ever consider jumping in the pits to fit the soft tyre in these, Dean, just for qualifying? Or would it depend on the circuit?
That depends on the circuit, really, but I've really never really changed the type. I've always just gone straight out and just qualified.
I do find the soft tyre can sometimes give you, depending on the circuit obviously, 1 to 2 seconds a lap quicker than what the hard tyre can give you. So that's why I tried it last night, knowing the nature of the circuit. But like I said, it didn't pay off for me. No one looks to have jumped in the pits as yet to take the tactic. But
it's on pole once again. A minute. Not had to set a lap time yet. I think City is on a lap now. Here it gets. Oh, Gary's at pole.
Gary's gone pole by 600th of a second. Very sideways coming out of the corner there, trying to balance the power. And bear in mind we don't run traction control, he held that quite well.
He's doing the time with the improves. Iceman's gone back to pole.
So it's another battle between Iceman and Gary up the front. What can Little H do? Running the Team Wacky Facky livery.
Goes 6, so does improve a little bit, but not much.
So D-Big and Matt Invich both jumped Gary into second and third respectively.
Let's have a look at his teammate Matthews coming round now. He's a lap. If he improves.
Jumped up one place to 9th.
Down to 10th.
I'll drop straight back to 10th.
South of Peaks. He loves these cars to do this. So now to 5th, City's gone 3rd.
What we found last night with Mazda, being in Group B, he does like to set a lap time late in the session, so we won't hold our breath just yet.
Jack's gone second.
Yeah, and Gary up to third, so jumping back up the grid. Just over 3 minutes of session remaining.
That's around to finish the lap.
Very quiet on the stream tonight, not many comments for a while.
Well, people, put your comments on who you think is going to win this race. Backwards to that corner. Easy to spin on that last corner.
Very easy, especially in the dip between the last corner and the start and finish.
If you improve, you go second. Or the
Third.
top third, D-Bigs.
D-Big automatically jumps from again to third. So he's back down the pack in 7th, so just showing how tight the pack is from 8th to lead, it's only 1.5 seconds.
9th, 5th, seconds, still close, it's only 2 seconds.
5 seconds covers the whole field.
Very quick lap times. City improve. Look at Gary.
See what Gary can do in terms of Iceman, only 2 tenths behind Iceman. Oh, a bit loose from that corner there.
That's this time.
As you probably know, Gary won his own tonight. Time of celebrating a good news yesterday that he's proposed to his missus and she said yes. So congratulations, Ty, for listening.
Yeah, congratulations to Tyler.
But that does mean Gary running on his own this evening. For that, Gary goes round. For those watching, that's what happened to me on the last lap and last corner last night. Nearly lost the lead too. Just the front cut, rear comes round and the front goes light and managed to hold it like Gary did. But when you have a rear view mirror full of Mazda in the background, it's not what you want.
So qualifying is finished with quite a few people start doing the lap times.
So Iceman's in the pits and Little Lick's in the pits. See if anyone else can improve.
Pits as well. Monkey Boy's going in the pits.
A few more dropping into the pits. Sati into the pits and Monkey Boy into the pits. Can Mazda pull it out of the bag and take pole like he did last night in Group B? Matt Hembick goes to second in front of Gary.
Very good lap time those.
But will Gary respond on his last flying lap?
Mazda
Looks like he's slowed down there. Mazda doesn't. Oh, Mazda goes up 1 position to 8th. Gary up 1 position to 2nd and pops Matt Hembick back down to 3rd.
I'll say off the top 4, a 124 around there, that is really good, that is.
just quickly run through the round results. Iceman from Gary, from Matt Himovich, from D Biggs, Little Leech to Fatty Apex, Jack H, 70, Mazda, Keegs, NJ, Phil in 11th, and Monkey Boy round off field 12th.
Where do you think who's going to win this race, people?
It's going to be a fight, straight fight between Gary, Iceman, and Matt Himovich, I think. But we'll see if they can get around the corner clean first couple of corners.
Right, the lights it.
So Smithy in the chat, Gary for the win.
Here we go. And we are off.
Bad start there by Iceman. Dropped straight down to third. Does that mean Little Leech get run around the outside of Iceman? Oh, contact there.
Contact there. Quite a few cars coming off there. And Matt's winning first.
Matt out front, Gary second, Iceman third. Gary flashing and Matt Himovich flashing the lights there, I don't know what that's for.
Very nice.
Mav's just had a repeat of the B race, he's spun at the hairpin. I'm not sure if they'll contact. Whether that was too heavy on the brakes.
Gary's going to put Matt under a load of pressure.
So can Matt hold off Gary for the remainder of the 15-minute race? Oh no, Matt's not updated the time. Normally this is a 15-minute race. So we've lost 5 minutes from the session.
It's gone very wide there, it's gone off. Oh,
Contact!
contact!
Between Matt and Gary. Matt's been garaged, it's not the first time someone's been garaged so far this evening.
Now we have Keats. In the pack. Well, Matt, that I'm not mistaken. It's Gary's going in pits.
Gary's running to pits. Was that a drive-through from Gary, or is that a tactical change to go onto the soft tyre? And Little Leech into pits as well, or was that a jump start by Gary? What's happened with Matt Himovich? We've lost Matt Himovich from the race. Do you want to change camera? Dean,
Yeah.
we've lost Matt from the race. It's going to show pit lane.
Oil.
Matthew Duffin's been disqualified from the race, he's put in the chat. So I don't know why he's been disqualified.
I bet it's gone through the pit lane too fast.
Maybe. Did they both, him and Gary, have to drive through then maybe?
Well,
Gary, Little Leech and Matt all had drive-throughs. I clipped the wall, spun around into the pit, said disqualified. Matt's put in the chat. So this is like,
Iceman and Keats, that looks very interesting, that does.
oh, Monkey Boy,
First spinner.
Fatty Apex, I think that was. I had nowhere to go there, had to make the collision.
Yeah. And back on the track nice and safe.
Just going to invite Matt Himovich into the session to see what happened there. He's currently sitting in pit lane. I've just invited Matt into the session to see if he accepts the invite, just to get a bit of a rundown what happened there at the start of the race.
Alright lads,
Evening Matt, what happened there?
me, Gary and Little Leech got a drive through and then I clipped the pit wall as I was braking to go to pits. It started them to spam me around and it got me backwards and it disqualified me for going backwards in pits.
That's a shame. What happened with you and Gary into the last corner? Did it?
I was sideways, clipped the grass coming sideways, and lost it as I was coming down onto the straight, and Gary touched the back of my head. Not Gary's fault at all, but, you know, one of them things.
We tried blaming Gary, but there you've cleared it up for us. So
You what, mate?
we were going to blame Gary for that one, knowing his reputation, but you've cleared that up for us.
No,
Just
not
to
Gary's
show
fault, my mistake.
Iceman's out front. He's going to cut the lead in the championship to you and Gary. Bearing in mind you're both out
Yeah,
at
it
the
is
tail
what
end
it
of
is.
the field.
That's unlucky, that is, Matt.
Cheers, bud. It's one of them things.
It happened to me last season in the early races for last season, having to go to pit lane for a drive-through, which wasn't a drive-through, but how have you even been so far? Have you been finding your feet, or have you been quite difficult in the pack?
GT5s went alright, not great. Formula Rookies again. Alright without being superb. Clears, I thought I was doing quite well. Hunted by Keegs.
Is that we did see you catch up, or Mazda catch up to you towards the end of the race? Is that what happened?
Towards the end of race, no, I had to slow down towards the end of race. Keegs nudged me at rear up beginning of race, and Little Each and NJ decided to hit Jack, and Little Each decided to hit me, and I made a mistake. And just not a very good night at the minute.
Well,
It seems to be one of them weeks.
You did beat Gary into
Head down.
head down, yeah, as I say. You did beat Gary in with Clio, so that would put you top of the championship at the moment,
Yeah.
I believe, from what I can remember looking at the tables not earlier this evening. So, still everything to fight for. Of the Iceman missed last week, so that's going to do you a favour, him taking the 4 points in this one.
Yeah, Cleo's beat Gary, so I should put me in the lead at championship, but it's one of them where you've been there yourself, Kieran, where you just turn up to a track and you feel up for it, you feel you want it, and then things just don't go your way, whether it's your fault or other people's. I'm not blaming other people, but you know what I mean. It's one of them.
Definitely. I had one of the nights at Silverstone last week. I'm sure Dean will have one. If you've not had one already, we'll have one later on in the season. So we'll let you go, Matt. Let you get ready for the next race, and good luck for the season.
Compose then, Matt.
Cheers,
again.
Cheers, boys.
So just going back to the race, just over 3 minutes left.
And
Currently-
Iceman leads it.
Iceman up front, with Keeg second, Jack third, D-Bix fourth, 35th, NJ, Phil, Gary fighting his way back through in 8th, Mazda in 9th, Monkey Boy in 10th, and Little Leech in 11th, excuse me.
He's just putting pressure on.
Yeah, the gap does look like it's coming down, but as I say, that could be due to the part of the circuit.
Yeah. Like 2 seconds behind now. Pushing. It could take one mistake, one spin on the third pin.
Well, it takes one mistake, like I found last night, I'd say. Having a half spin on the last corner, anything can happen.
We go on D-Biggs and Sutty.
Yeah.
That's like a battle. 4. Biggs is just top down there, so they must have started.
Yeah, D-Big's dropping down the field. So 3 seconds, Cuddle 4 seconds, sorry, Cuddle second, Jack to Fatty Apex in 5th. Another gaggle of cars behind.
Let's have a look at Jack.
Dean, I've just sent you a message just to bring up some more icons on the screen, just so everyone else can see the gearing and the speed these guys are doing around some of the corners. Just a few settings on the display. speedo option and the track map. That might help us identify any battles that are on circuit as well. I believe it's in the bottom row of the menu. There's the track map, and there should be a speedo option as well in the same sort of area. Speedo, if you want to see that, there you go. So now we can see what, if you do that for every session for the remainder of the evening, give the guys an idea of what sort of speeds and gears these guys are using, which could ultimately help other people improve.
Back on it. It's very interesting.
Have a look, flick through the field and see if we can find any battles to look at. This is the last lap of the race, so I cut open third there. So Iceman takes the win. Jack has a penalty in second.
Peaks could come second.
No, Jack stays
third.
Jack stays second, Keith in third. Try and get the people if they cross the line.
Very happy with that. Who's got the fastest lap?
I believe Iceman, I believe.
No.
124 Iceman, I think it was. Oh, no, Gary had fast lap. See if we can get Jack into interview for the race and see how we found that one. Another F-class person by the looks of it. If you can, say Jack, sent you an invite for an interview there for that race. Will he come across? No, doesn't look like he wants to chat with us.
Keeks, third.
Oh, Jack's just joined. So, evening Jack, can you hear us?
I can hear you, yep.
How'd you find that one, mate? Congratulations on the second place there.
Yeah, the turn of events with the theme that the speakers held for me so far.
So I don't know if you would have heard on the stream or in the comments that Matt, Gary and someone else got a drive-through.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And then Matt spun himself out in pit lane, which got him disqualified, and then Gary had to fight back through the pack. So you'll take the points going into the next round?
Yeah, happy with that. I mean, I haven't actually looked at the championship so far, but I've been doing reasonably well in this, so I know Sooty's quite keen to do well in this as well, so yeah, happy with that.
So how have you not been so far? Have you had an up and down night? Have you?
Just shocking. Just incidents that I've been involved in, and poor driving for myself as well. So a second in that is a nice surprise.
Well, best of luck.
We've got 2 more races to go yet, so...
Yeah, well this is it. Hopefully I can carry on, but it's Oulton Park, it's a carnage here, so we'll see.
It's a narrow, twisty track, no one likes it.
Exactly. Yeah, there's some quick lads out there, so consistency is key.
Definitely. How did you find the car around the track?
Yeah, right, to be fair. I mean, I seem to really be quite gelling it with the GT4 Janetta, so yeah, I'm quite happy with it, to be fair. Especially compared to last season, I was just nowhere, so yeah. Starting to feel at one with it. It's quite nice.
Everyone's improving in these cars every 5 years.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we said at one point, I think the top 8 was covered by 4 seconds. That just shows you the tight between the gap between the group.
Yeah, exactly.
So
we'll let you get ready for your next race then.
If you can ready up when you flex your car and livery, just ready up for Matt knows you're ready.
Yeah.
Good luck rest of the evening.
Thank you very much.
So now we move on to the Porsche Carrera Cup. I don't know what happened there with Gary at the end of the race, but it looks like Gary had a spin towards the end. In the chat, Ariel, Gary, what you doing?
AMH Racing's joined.
AMH Racing joined, yeah. AMH, the championship leader in the Porsche, has just joined. Now teammate to Iceman. Iceman has been up there most of the night this evening. So far, 3 wins this evening. So that's only going to be one good thing for the team.
And she had 2 poles as well.
It sounds like Gary reversed over the line in that one. Spun it on the last corner and just stuck it in reverse, he says. Phil Naylor can't even beat Gary going backwards.
I just need to remember I need to put speedo on and
Track map.
yeah. Where does everyone think who's going to get pole and who's going to win the race?
And will Gary have another incident?
Gary
just finds the carnage. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's his fault, like Matt said earlier. It wasn't his fault that time, but he's involved again.
But this, because the track is so tight, it's hard to not be involved in any incidents.
It's hard to run side by side in this track because it is such a narrow circuit. Jamie Brazier.
If you want grass, you're going to get a penalty.
Welcome to the AMH show from Jamie Brazier. See how well AMH can do in this one. He's so far unbeaten in the Porsches this season. See if he can defend his lead or his unbeaten record.
Who's that first?
Another car as well, I believe. This one could finish a lot earlier on our one last night. Bear in mind it's only 10 o'clock. We've got this race, one other. So there's
Going far left, but you don't want to really put power down too early in these just
especially
yet.
on cold tyres.
Just get the brakes warm as well.
I know me and you had a battle in these, Dean. I know you got held up or overtaken by someone, and I then went up the inside of both of you.
I like the Porsches, stick quite well to track. First 2 laps, it's a bit slidey, but after that, when tyres agree, you can really put your foot down.
I don't know what it is, my driving style, whether I'm too early or too late on the brakes. I tend to lose the rear, especially I lost the rear a few times in chicane in qualifying.
I seem to brake about probably 300 yards before you get to then roll, then when you get round the first one, foot down, power a bit.
Dean, on the option as well, can you select the split time as well on the menu?
You can.
Just from it being R4 in the admin chat.
Right, there we go, they're on now. Iceman, because he's been cold for most of the night, yeah.
So Iceman currently 3 poles out of 4 and 3 wins out of 4 as well. Will he break his teammate's record in this Porsche Carrera Cup race?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please put down who you think's going to qualify, get pole, and who's going to win the race. It's going to be an interesting race. This is deep victories on pole, 119.
So Iceman, Carroll, D-Biggs, Gary straight up there in the top, D-Biggs down to second. doesn't seem to be much action on the chat this evening. So we had a few people at the start, they've all seemed to disappear as the night's gone on. Don't forget to put your predictions in the chat. Will anyone break Mazda's time from last night? I believe Gary might already have done it, but we'll see.
I think my fastest last night were 120, so...
Yeah, I remember Mazda got in the 119s, but I can't remember the point after that, so...
I think we got 119.5. So Iceman took on his time.
So can Mazda repeat his time from last night and put himself up the sharp end for the race in the GT3 Porsche Carrera Cup?
We'll stop with Iceman because it's about to finish the lap. And he's gone pole. MMH is just behind him.
So the teammates lock out the front row as it stands at the moment.
Let's go with Gary.
We'll go and have a look with AMH and see if we can learn some tricks of the trade. Because I say, so far, you want to go on board with AMH and see what lines he runs?
Yeah.
A bit wide there at the hairpin. Do you want to select dashboard view or bonnet cam, Dean, to see what get an onboard view?
Let's have a look at his.
See what he sees.
Yeah.
Currently got a bit of free track in front of him, giving a free run.
We'll go on a full lap with him after this one.
Yeah, we'll stand for a full lap and see if we can. Iceman goes quicker. What does AMH do in response?
Goes back up to second.
So coming up to the hairpin now. Slowly catching the car in front. Might help him with a tow, but it could also hinder him with a car to get past. Currently 600th up on his best time. That would not be enough to take him pole though at this point in time.
No. Nice line through there though.
Cut the curb on, or clip the curb on the inside of the chicane.
He improved on his time.
So
Yeah,
three takes half, he's up on his split. So as it stands, AMH will take pole position. With just over 3 minutes left to go. Oh, and he's spun. Curve for the commentator right there at his best. And Iceman then goes quicker. To rub salt in the wound for AMH, his teammates pull even further ahead. Just waiting for the car to come past him.
Nice to see that.
Nice to see him out of the way with the faster cars approaching.
Look at Martin's back to shot.
Yeah, have a look.
What we'll see.
For what camera do you tend to use on your race night, Dean? Do you use this cam, or do you bonnet cam, roof cam?
I've got the roof cam.
Roof cam?
Yeah, I like the roof cam. Before, I was doing the full car and that's why I think I was struggling.
Me personally, I tend to run the bonnet cam. Coming from GT Sport, it's a probably similar view that you get on there.
Yeah.
I did play with the settings quite a bit to get the right angle for myself in the car. It does help sometimes using the wider angle for the car so you can see who's alongside you where necessary.
Go and have a look at the settings, and that's 300 so
He's just run wide on exit of his second glass corner. Will that affect lap time? That will though. Will he get round for one more lap? We'll see. He'll have time. If he gets a perfect lap here, he could well get round for another one after this. Someone off in front of him there.
Yes, Ralph. His car in front with the
Depending on who it is, that looks to be Jack or Fatty Apex in that colour scheme.
It's time
a bit sketchy coming around the chicane there. Off again, so Matt, dive into pit lane. Should we have a quick flick through, see if we can find anyone else? Gary sliding, Gary drifting. Tokyo Drifter around the last corner and goes into pits as well.
Jack.
See if we can make it right with Jack. Just gets over the line in time to fit another lap. Can he make it count when it matters?
And Adam's still out on a lap green at pole.
So, oh, Jack's round as well, so what will Jack do? Will Jack keep going or will he get out? He's just gone to pits.
Yeah.
No, isn't he still going?
There's Mazda improving his time.
Where's Mazda at the moment? Mazda is currently running toward the tail end of the field 1:21, so he's already 2 seconds slower than he was last night. Does he improve?
Oh, it all went off.
Didn't quite see, so run down the positions. So you have Iceman up front, AMH second, D-Big third, Gary fourth, Jack fifth, Matt Henrich sixth, Keeg seventh, Mazda in eighth, ninth, Phil, 10th, Little Leach, Monkey Boy in 11th, and Fatty Apex down the field in 12th.
Who got the fastest lap? Oh yeah,
He's qualifying, so that's Iceman at the moment. So, can Iceman dethrone his teammate into the first defeat of the season? Opinions in the poll below.
And the lights are green and we go.
I can't see your screen. You're on the menu, I can't see the action.
2 seconds.
That's it. Do you want to bring up the timings again at the bottom? The split times?
Oh yeah.
So Iceman currently away up front, followed by AMH. All themed cleanly through the first couple of corners. Oh, and a green car there with that Jack making a dive bomb.
Oh, fourth.
Do you want to drop back in the pack and just look at the battle for third there? It looks like it's lighting up. Big line of cars, we'd like to see. Oh, so that's Matt Henrich, looks like he's off in the background.
Yeah.
Oh no, that might be Mazda actually.
Yeah, it's Mazda.
Apologies Matt if you're listening.
Up there.
You can see a black and white car in the background. It looks like Matt and Gary are in for another race fight between them both. They're both running 4th and 5th respectively. And Keeg currently leading the group in 3rd. AMH and Iceman have gone. Left the field for dead already after lap 1.
About third.
Matt Duffin in the chat. You moaned about Mazda and B last night, people, being too quick. Don't see how you dare. At least you don't have to race these two legends up front, referring to Iceman and AMH. Their two have gone already after lap. Just come up to finish the second lap. They've already got a 4.5 second lead over the pack.
Just have a Red Bull in the engine.
Got definitely something different in the engine there for that quick after 2 laps.
That is actually map-ish. But probably most funny. Yeah, Oulton boy. Oh, was just commentator. Need to mark that's close.
So careful the contact strikes there. Is Matt Hemvich close enough to have a look at Keith coming into the chicane? Not quite. Gary dropping off the back of both in 5th there. Monkey Boy at 6th, got a penalty there. Name in red on the number 6 in red shows the penalty.
Trying to catch.
Matt Everett looks like he's got a good run there, but he runs slightly on the grass. And Matt Everett's dropping backwards towards Gary rather than up front with Keegs. So Keegs pushing at the gap but loses the rear on exit of the car. Matt's got a good run there, he should be able to get past. He has got past.
This one is battling for third.
Keegs run on the curb there. Does that mean Gary can...
Flash headlights from Gary.
Way past Keith there, pushing and which way he can. Oh, contact there between the two cars. Gary looks to have a run up the inside of Keegs, but will Keegs manage to hold it around the outside? Does so. Gary backs off the end of it. Decides to go for another day.
Plenty of time in this race yet.
Gary backed out of it rather than taking them both off. Backs out, sensible thing to do.
Have a look at Monkey Boy and Sutty. That one's just disconnected.
Monkey Boy having a good showing in 6th. Managed to keep in Fatty Apex behind him in 7th.
What's he send him? Iceman and MHH have just literally gone up that road. 7 seconds.
But Can AMH get past
Don't see
Iceman?
it's
That's
done
the
him, I
question.
think. Citizen's done Monkey Boy.
Pulled a gap as well so far. Run on board with Iceman on cockpit cam to see if we can get the view of how close these two actually are. Iceman looks like he's got a worse exit there off the corner. AMH looks like he's going to take the lead. No, Iceman defends. But looking at the rearview mirror, all you can see is the car behind.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't take each other out.
Don't do a Matt Neal and Gordon Shedden at the corner from several years ago in the Hondas.
Slow going around that corner.
I'm sure these two won't be doing anything like that, taking each other off.
Now, sensible driving.
So just under 2 minutes left of the session to go. In the comments, guys, who do you think's going to take the checkered flag? Do you want to drop back on a van 8 from behind to get the car behind you?
Which one?
The car behind AMH's view to see if he can find a way past it.
Oh, he's gone past him.
Iceman's gone off. Was that an incident between the two cars? We missed that.
I think they've did it on the chicane.
Smithy in the comments, Gary must be on pad tonight, he's awful. I'm sure that's not the case. Bear in mind Gary is operating off one leg, so he's not doing too bad. For those who don't know, Gary hurt himself playing or getting to the first hole on the golf course. So he's currently operating on left leg.
MHH is pulling away now, mate.
Iceman looks a bit rattled, he keeps missing apexes. Well, oh no, they're not quite close enough to lap car just yet.
There's one there.
Bit loose on the rear and exit there. So Matt Himvich currently running in third. Good result for him so far. Comfortably beating the likes of Gary, Mazda and Fatty Apex. D-Biggs and Monkey Boy got penalties along with Iceman, so I don't know what that penalty was for, Iceman. We can't see how much the penalties are, or we can see that you've got them, so hopefully it doesn't have a negative effect on the race to drop you down even lower. AMH has won the race. Sorry, that race flew past. We didn't realise the race was over. So AMH stays undefeated. Matt Himrich takes third. Narrowly beating Keegs into third. So Keegs finished in fourth. Fatty Apex beats Gary.
Gets a 7th. Big's 8th. Monkey Boy 9th. Jack 10th. Very damaged car. And NJ 11th. He's got a Spider-Man there.
Oh no, couldn't quite hold it there.
If from NJ.
NJ didn't quite get home in time, but so AMH takes the win. Eichmann second with a 2-second penalty. Matahimovic third, Keeg fourth, Fatty Epic fifth, Gary sixth, Mazda in seventh, D-Biggs in eighth, Monkey Boy in ninth, Jack in 10th, NJ 11th, Little Leech in 12th, who retired.
We should get him for an interview.
Should we see if we can get AMH into a interview to see if he can explain what happened with Iceman, whether he forced him into a mistake or whether he done it all on his own. AMH have just joined us. AMH, congratulations on the win there. Dave undefeated in the Porter class. What happened with Iceman there? Did he make a mistake or did you force him?
Yeah, he made a little mistake at the chicane at Knickerbrook. I think he may have clipped the inside curb and just lost the rear.
We did see you got a 2-second penalty after that. We did come to it just as you got past. We didn't quite see what happened.
He got a bit sideways on the way in, and these cars are really hard to get back once they've gone, so it did really well not to spin it off properly, to be fair. He got better pace than me as well, so I dropped lucky there. Full credit to Andy, it was faster than me throughout all that.
You got the fastest lap actually.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, even in qualifying, I couldn't keep with him, and it was just through little mistakes that I managed to get through, so I'm by no means counting my chickens. Yeah, definitely.
So we'll let you go back to the race. If you can just ready up when you're ready for the touring car race for Matt Nove.
Yep.
Congratulations.
No problem.
Congratulations again.
Thank you very much. Yep, see you later.
Later. The last one.
The final race of the evening. So people, again, put your name in the comments who you believe is going to take the checkered flag and who's going to qualify on pole.
Where's your money on here?
It's going to have to be AMH. I think he's again undefeated in his class, so we'll have to wait and see. So what we'll try and do for this one, we'll try and mix up the camera, mix up the drivers, and see if we can get a run on board. So I imagine this one will be a bit tighter than the other one, the other race we had before.
This is the BMW race.
The touring car race, yeah. So it's most of the field,
This
as
is
we
not
know,
BMWs.
run BMWs. Just waiting for the game to finish loading before we get underway for the last qualifying session of the evening.
Look to all the races.
not been too many incidents tonight. I know we've had a couple, but on the general scale, it's been generally quite clean.
Straight onto ice, man. So we watch him after his flying lap on cockpit view.
We're trying to go on board with as many people as we can during these last two sessions, just to give everyone their own screen time.
Let's go on with.
We'll have a look at Phil for the first couple of laps of qualifying.
Yep. Wait, I'm out of pitch yet. We'll go on with.
You do the TV camera view for qualifying, and then we'll go back to on board during the race. I'll go back to TV camera on exterior cam, I believe. Not quite, that's not long, I think the TV camera one. Keep going across till you find it.
Is that the one?
No, that's the one. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. I'm away from the TV for a minute. So we'll try and go through everyone in this session to give everyone else a show of what car they're using, to go through and to let everyone know. Very sideways into turn one from T-Bigs there.
So go on to Monkey Boy next.
That's fine.
We have to get through everyone.
There's R1 or L1 to go across.
They were lucky it didn't send something away there.
We'll see how Mav's up in the BMW. Bear in mind he ran the Astra last night. See how he gets on. Phil's still in pit lane.
I think Monkey Boy's behind him.
Go look through some other people and see what you can find. See if we can get the other lines from people.
Right, let's get Monkey Boy.
Very second-hand BMW there.
Car looks a bit damaged. I've got maybe manage that. Go on to Little Leagues next.
So far, AMH out front, Iceman yet to set a time, Gary yet to set a time, and Matt Hendricks yet to set a time.
It's just a curve there. Well held down.
Is that Mav drop or Matt in the background, Ross?
It's back across the line.
Does he improve? No, not quite.
That's into fourth. We'll have a look at Beef Jones back to pitch yet.
Feels
Yeah, he has. Line there. What can we still get? Who's 12th?
Monkey Boy yet to set a time.
Back to pick the next race, Kieran.
If you want to go on board with NJ maybe? We've done NJ before. One of the very few couple drive cars in the session.
Fine. Carried up to second.
Gary and Anna reviewing their rivalry from last week.
NJ Kim through on the 126.
One of the Andy cars pushing NJ round the corner there.
Yep. Going off to the background.
And next at 3.5 lap off the ice now behind.
The orange car was going to fast lap.
Half now.
Three. Rob Morgan next. Three. On with City.
We've got just under 2 minutes left, so I'll let you pick the last one.
Improve on his time.
Car's filling up in front of him. Oh, that's
Oh,
not what you
no.
want.
Oh,
Gary getting involved.
that's not enough time to do another lap.
No, you won't get round now. Just over a minute to go. And you might be able to, if you manage to nail it from here to the end, you might get another one.
Gotta pick Jack.
Yep.
Through there. Just gonna slow down.
He's back in pits.
We'll go with Matt.
Very battered BMW. And this is only qualifying.
Bit of scrap metal there. Lap. That's drives just suddenly to night on.
Especially in touring cars, a lot of damaged cars so far.
There's loads of damaged cars. Matt's gone into the pit, so we'll go on with Gary. If he improves.
He's got to find half a second to catch with AMH.
I think that's what my Astra looked like at the end of the race.
These cars will be... People are known to not have as much spatial awareness in this class. Like we see in the touring car race last night in the Group B, there was a lot of penalties given. So just to run through the order: AMH on pole, Iceman second, Gary third, D-Biggs fourth, Matt Henrich fifth, Jack sixth, Mazda seventh, Little Leach eighth, NJ ninth, Fatty Apex in 10th, Monkey Boy, Keith 11th, Monkey Boy 12th, and Phil in 13th.
Back to MH and Iceman again, first and second.
So will Gary be a cat and monkey pigeon between the two Andys?
And we are on green. Go, go, go. Cockpit. Well, that with MH.
I'd go cockpit. I'd change the view back to TV for the first lap, just to see if we see an instance from behind. Car out the back of the finally ball flying in the background there.
Goal there on Matthew. Matthew not very happy.
Looks like a bit of a dive bomb from what I see.
Back fast there.
Yeah, looks straightforward enough, didn't it? Yeah, straight past again. Can you make his way back up to the front of the field?
Just dropped the pace to 11.
All quite tight though, I think, other than the last 3 or 4 cars, everyone's in a bunch at the front.
Yeah. D-Biggs and Gary.
Yeah. We'll try and have a look at the gaps throughout the race. If the race goes on to we can bring you the battles for the last race of the night. Obviously you've got the 3 out front, Gary, AMH and Iceman. D-Biggs trying to get back involved with them.
Mazda's catching Biggs.
Seems to be grouping up at the front again, with AMH slowing the pace to let people catch up, I don't know.
Hopefully they're trying to make an interesting race.
Normally this race would be 15 minutes, but we've set it to 20 minutes because the other two, the GT4s and GT3 Porsches, have been let left short to the
Gary
middle.
got second. That was a really good day for Gary.
So Gary up the inside of AMH. Did that bring D Big into the battle as well?
Yeah. Looks like MMA has slowed down a bit.
Good afternoon, backing him up, backing Gary and AMH back up the field.
Matt's just gone to crash there. Matt's trying to catch him with D Bigs.
Currently a four-way fight for the lead. Can Matt bring it and make it a five-way fight for the lead?
That's what we like to see.
No room for error, they say. One mistake could put you down the back of the field.
If any of them 5 cars make a mistake, people in 67 are going to capitalise straight away on this.
Matt Hendricks has got a penalty along with MJ so far this evening, or so far in this race.
A bit off there.
But so far clean and what after it be like as well next day.
Really putting the pressure on.
So D Big slowly backing away or falling back from the field. But it's not out of range just yet.
Inside there, Gary must have gone too far wide there.
Yeah, I'm actually inside of Gary. Gary must have, okay, run a bit deep. Does that give an opportunity to D Big for Matt to catch up again? So far, keeping it clean for the majority of the evening. Hopefully this finishes in the same manner, but it's touring cars, anything can happen.
Gary pushes that second place back. It's not inside, and he's got the run. I think he's hard. No, yeah, that's what he had there.
Really down the outside. All this fight is allowing Iceman to get away at the front.
Matt's closing the gap on MMA. On the D Big, sorry. The outside line.
Do you want to change the person to be further up in this group so you can get the whole group and the 2 cars at that?
It's the Mazda.
Yeah, we can have a look at the rest of the field, see if there's anyone else in these battles.
Or little leaps in Keats.
Mazda and Lonely Race there on your own. With exception of the top 5 or 6, and Gary's dropped now behind Matt. So did Gary make a mistake off camera?
Matt is catching.
Well, D-Big's up to 3rd, Matt up to 4th, Gary down to 5th.
Matt is slowly catching Gary. Boy, battle there. Little Oulton.
So if you want to go back to the front of the pack there, Dean, just to show the battle for the lead. 5-way tussle.
It's gone. Martins.
Looks like there's been...
battling.
I was going to say, it looks like Gary's made a mistake and obviously held up D-Biggs and Matt in the process.
Matt's just done one inside, lovely move that way from Matt. I've just got the time there to catch and make it nice, man. I'm getting his head down now.
Can D-Biggs keep Gary behind him?
Line through there. Just curve there, that could slow down there. Big there.
Take one of the bollards off the pillar, off the chicane. He might have got away with it, I think, but we'll see later in the lap whether or not he gets a penalty. Or whether he slows down. Should we have a look through the pack and see if we can find any more battles? Things now spread out at the front. We'll revisit the AMH Iceman battle later on in the race.
D-Biggs has got a penalty.
Yep, so we've got just under 10 minutes left of the session. So we'll have to have a look through the other battles throughout the rest of the pack, rather than just focusing on the AMH Iceman battle.
That's like an interesting battle with going Sutty.
BMW looks to get a better run out that corner, out of turn 1 there, compared to the Astra.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like deep into the hairpin.
Yeah, it overbraked himself there. Got the inside line. Used its curb.
So
Racing there between them two.
should we flick through, see if we can find any other battles on the grid?
Yeah, there's Gary and Matt. What was? Adam, I should say.
Look for Lonely there, race for Mazda.
Biggs on his back as well. Dark road.
Oh, someone off in the background there, so that's the effectively right. That race is now over between Mazda and the person behind.
Is it?
Have a look through the grid, see what we can find, any other battles going on.
Keeps into that. City in it, boy. 10.
30 Apex still holding Monkey Boy behind him.
Ending very good.
I know we've discussed it in a week, the BMW have massive advantage over the Astra around the circuit, especially out the slower corners. Fatty doing well to keep him at bay.
And Monkey Boy's just gone off there in the background.
And Kurth, the commentator, lost a competitor there as well.
Still catching.
Will Iceman buckle to the pressure of AMH again though? Just over 6 minutes left of the session. So we'll look at Iceman and AMH, see how they're getting on. See if they're clean as always. We've lost a car, so AMH has dropped to third.
Matt, that's 1 second.
AMH dropped to fourth with AMH heading off.
Is that Matt's still Matt's within a second and a half away from Iceman.
For Iceman, they're running away with this one. With the penalty, Matt and D-Big's got a penalty, so they need to also get in front of Iceman and gap him to avoid any...
Yeah.
To get the win and get rid of their penalty. Like I said earlier, we can't see what the penalty amount is, only the drivers will see that. So Matt, D-Biggs know what they've got to do to get in front of Iceman, and AMH knows what they've got to do to get in front of AMH and D-Biggs. Have another flick through the field, see if we can find anything else, just to give everyone a fair screen time.
Little leaks in there.
Have a look through the pack. So yeah, another battle going on here. Another couple of BMWs, another couple of front wheel drive cars. Astra wide in the background there. All starting to congregate together again after the coming toward the closing stage of this one. Just over 4 minutes left of the race to go.
And an 8 strong third.
So AMH fighting his way back through the field.
Run down to 13.
Fatty's had a moment. Whether it's involved with anyone else, we don't know.
That's 17. Okay. Okay, NJ and...
Yeah, have a flick through, see if we can, what else we can find on the last race of the night, coming up to the closing stage, as I've said.
Very exciting. They make just close to the map.
Looking at the standings, I believe you know, top 6 of BMWs. Then little leach in the Astra, not Astra, the Mercury rather.
Gary's gone up to 4th.
AMH Calf Matthew. Matt and Gary resume the battle for 3rd and 4th place.
Very interesting battle for 11th. And NJP bit.
Can AMH hunt down a Mathman for the last few minutes of this race? Currently the gap hovering about 2 seconds. What can AMH do with just over a minute to go?
Gary's had a moment there. It's 10 seconds behind Matt.
Gary's dropping down a foot to 5th on my screen.
He must have. Maybe come off.
Bad mistake, over driving the car, trying to catch back up again, who knows?
Last is up to 4th.
Gary's had enough.
Or D Biggs has. D Biggs has had an accident and
This will be the last lap.
go with
Get Iceman
Pete's
over the
and
line.
Little Leach.
Oh, race complete. Stay on. Go with Matt Himrich. No, Mazda rather. Is Gary back Mazda to the line?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no. Yeah. I thought of me. So down there, Gary.
Gary's fighting to the last inches of the track. Managed to salvage a
We'll
4th place.
we'll get Martin.
We've spoke to Matt this evening, so we can get someone we haven't spoken to.
Iceman.
We can try Iceman, but he rejected it earlier on. We've got Mazda and Keegs, get both of them in.
Yeah, I think Keegs, yeah. Matthew got a 2-second penalty. We got the fastest lap.
Do you want to read through the final standings while I get? I've just invited to both Keegs and Mazda. If you can both just drop in for a quick chat. Doesn't look like they want to join us. So if that's the case, we'll give them another couple of seconds.
Yeah.
If that is the case, we'll call it a night this night. Thanks very much for tuning in, those that have, and we'll see everyone next week.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for helping again, Dean. Have a good evening, everyone.
Roll on next week.